What's up internet, my name is Nikki and today I will be doing my July fatal attractions. For those of you who might not know what my fatal attractions are, they're basically just my obsessions of the month, sort of like favorites, but they're just things that I've been obsessing with during that month. So yeah, so let's get into it, starting off with anime. So I started watching the anime Attack on Titan. I ended up finishing the first season on Netflix. I was hooked, was very hooked. So I started season 2 because that just came out. I can't believe it's been almost like 3 years since the last episode aired, but just, it's insane to think about. But yeah, I ended up watching season 2. I only got halfway through and I'm really enjoying it. For most of you who might not know what Attack on Titan is, it's basically about a civilization where they have these giants that are called Titans, and these are enormous beings that basically eat the living human beings around, and there is a society of humans who fight back against these Titans to actually learn more about them and just learn how to basically take them down. And it's really good. There's a lot of blood in it and a lot of action, and it's really funny, surprisingly, for the details of what it's about. So yeah. Next, moving on to TV shows. So I was on vacation. What do you do on vacation? You binged on Netflix shows, and one of the Netflix shows that I got really into is Terrace House. It's sort of like a reality TV show, but it's Japanese, and I really enjoyed it just because it's a different culture dynamic. Because I admit that when I was watching this, there's certain scenes where I'm like, it's gonna get really scandalous in here, and then it doesn't. It's just really sweet and innocent and nothing really happens, and I'm like, oh, it's just really cute and really interesting to see different kind of cultures and dynamics of how they handle certain situations. So I thought that was really cool. I haven't finished it. I think I have 4 more episodes to go just because it's Japanese and there's a lot of subtitle reading that I have to do, so yeah. So the next TV show that I got really into that was on Netflix is Black Mirror. I really got into this. I actually really enjoy this TV show just because it reminds me of the Twilight Zone, but more of like the techie savvy kind of way. Like everything involves in some form of technology gone wrong, so it's kind of scary to think about like the scenarios to happen in this TV show, because this can actually really happen, and that terrifies me. It's just a really crazy Twilight Zone episode of like just your computer and stuff. I don't know how to explain it, just because they're different episodes with different scenarios of certain technology gone wrong. So the next TV show that I've been really into is of course Game of Thrones, because it has returned, and holy crap, this season is insane. All I have to say is girl power, and I cannot wait to see what happens. It's season 6, and yeah, I have no words for this season. It's just amazing so far. I've seen 3 episodes and I'm not disappointed whatsoever, so yay. So now moving into movie. The movie that I got really into in July was Spider-Man Homecoming. I was not expecting that movie to be as funny as it was. It was really entertaining. I really enjoyed it. Next, moving into books. So I ended up doing book 2 with them, and I ended up getting really into History Is All You Love Me by Adam Silvera. All I have to say is holy crap, I am in love with this man. He can write. I love it, and I enjoyed it very much. All I have to say, my favorite of all July was Adam Silvera, because I ended up happy more than not in the end of June, and I got really into that. And then when I got back home, I ended up reading History Is All You Love Me, and I enjoyed this as much as well. Granted, both books are a little dark just because they're just really sad, and just, I don't know, I love it just because it makes me emotional, and I enjoyed it. History Is All You Left Me, it follows Griffin, who's dealing with the death of Theo, his ex-boyfriend, his one true love. And what makes it really sad about the situation of Theo dying on Griffin is that Griffin always believed that him and Theo would always end up getting back together later in life. Like, they were endgame. They were supposed to be together no matter what, and then Theo ends up dying. You kind of go through Griffin's grief of what he's feeling about losing Theo, and he ends up finding comfort in his ex-boyfriend's current boyfriend, and that is Jackson. So Jackson and Griffin both become I don't want to say friends, they become something, and they are just bonding over the death of Theo. And it was really sad, really dark, and at sometimes really funny, just because you kind of see the happy moments of what Theo and Griffin went to, and also some of Jackson and Griffin. I mean Jackson and Theo. So yeah. So the last two books are not technically books by comic books, and that is Deadly Class Volume 4 and Volume 5. I ended up picking these two up at Comic-Con. I ended up going. I was really excited to see them there, and also half price, and I'm like, yes please, let's buy them. And also the cool thing about this copy is it's actually signed. I want to say it's signed by Wes Craig, but it could be Rick Remender. I don't know. I wasn't there when it got signed. I just know I picked it up and I'm like, can I have it? And they're like, yep. And so yeah. And I was really excited when I found that little thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna treasure it forever and probably get the other person to sign it, because I'm pretty sure he said it was Wes Craig. Not unless I got it confused. Then I need Rick Remender to sign this as well. If you don't know what Deadly Class is about, it's basically a high school that trains kind of evil people, I guess. I don't know really how to say it. It's basically a school where if you're any form of a mobster, assassin, or some sort of warlord's child, you end up going to the school to learn more about being like the best of the bad guy and how to run your family's business in the school. So that's basically what it is, and I have been loving it. I've always loved Deadly Class. It's like one of my favorite comics. If I see it, I must have it kind of thing. And all I have to say is Volume 5, so much emotions going through, because just a lot of things changed. And then there's also that ending, which I'm kind of confused and sort of happy about because I don't know where it's going. So yeah. So that is it for my July Fatal Attractions. What was your favorite thing in July? I would like to know. Tell me in the comments below. And if you are going to try any of the things I've suggested, tell me as well. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. If not, that's cool. I usually try to upload Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays. So yeah, I catch you later. Wop!